So we got the 6.0 in the shop, guys, and tuning in with back with another video. Hopefully can get this thing ripped apart and get something done. So day one of working on my 6.0. I got it right here in the background. Probably gonna rip the front end off. I think the low oil pump maybe going bad. IPR, ICP, bunch of issues with this thing. I don't know nothing much about working on those 6.0s or diesels anyhow. I did take off the serpentine belt just to see if anything's locked up. I checked to see if my AC might have locked something up, but when I took the belt off and I cranked it over, it just gets a straight draw and it just keeps dying. So possibly hydro lock. If you guys know anything about these trucks, comment below, let me know and help a brother out. But here it is, and finally got it in the shop after working on the 65 Chevelle. I'm trying to get this thing running immediately because I do need my truck real bad. And I don't know, I want my truck. But my F350 2006 Powerstroke. Pretty clean interior besides this rip right here and the seat. But other than that, everything else is nice and clean. Door panels all intact. All my clips and everything, nothing's broken. Got a bunch of stuff in here that I got to get out and make some room. But first, I need your guys' help to get this thing running. And I need it done immediately, which is why I'm going to attempt to work on it myself. It's you again, Montana. Couple people in this world that don't listen. Or should I say, there's two things in this world that don't listen. Women and French bulldogs. But shop's all cleaned up. No more distractions out here. Truck and trailer intact. Crazy dog, he's back. You guys remember this? Acura TL? Another story. But pretty much, I just want to get this truck running immediately. I took the hood off yesterday just so I'm able to work on it a little bit better. I don't have the lights on in the shop, but because the hood is off, should be a lot easier to kind of stick my head up in there. Probably going to take this cowl off and everything. When I had it started, there was one thing I noticed when it fired up after sitting for about 5 months. It was blowing out a bunch of black smoke, which I believe might be the IPR sensor, which is behind the turbo on the driver's side. Then the ICP sensor on the top of the head, right there. I don't know if I might have to get a new one of those. And probably change out them too. If it is hydro lock, I believe you might have to take out the, what is it? Might have to take out the standpipes, which are on top of the valve cover. I do remember when I was messing with the last time and it did start up, I was messing with the what do you call it? I was messing with the glow plugs. I was messing with the glow plug harness, and for some reason I kept moving it around, wiggling it out on the side of the motor, and then it fired right up. But like I said, I don't know too much about these trucks. I do know if there is coolant coming out the top of your reservoir, either your EGR is going bad or you got a blown head gasket. I didn't have any of those issues before the truck stopped starting. I just had the issues where the motor started smoking a lot. I noticed that it was blowing more black smoke, and I just hope that my heads are good and the motor's not seized. But I am getting signs that the engine is hydro locked, which are trying to crank it. I changed out the starter. The starter used to make a loud crunching noise. I thought it was a flex plate. I took the starter out and I checked it out, and I found out that the starter was the neck of it that popped out was cracked. So that was all the cracking noise that I was hearing cranking it over. Changed the starter, put that in there. Now I'm getting the quick draw where I turn the key forward and it just goes, you know, click, one click, and then the battery draws like it's dying. And that might be the sign that I'm believing either hydro lock or the engine's no good. I don't know why it would have something like a bent valve or anything like that. Might just be easier to just get a new motor and start all over. But if I do get a new motor and we get the heads checked while everything's out, take it to the machine shop, get ARP head studs, get the head gaskets done from factory head gaskets. I don't recommend aftermarket head gaskets because if this truck got 230,000 miles, and I'm almost 1,000% sure that this head gasket has never been replaced on this truck, and for what it is, not being, you know what, it runs good. Everything factory on this truck. Yep. So shouldn't have too much that it needs if this is just that minor issue. I haven't had any leaks. Head gaskets look good to me. If somebody did do the head gaskets, I don't know too much about it, but I do know that this is the original motor. Everything's good as far as that, but it just won't crank, start over. So if you guys do know anything about these trucks, comment below, let me know, and stay tuned for another video. Pretty cold out here. I'm going ahead and peace.